Welcome to part 8 of the tutorial series Guitar Pro 6 for drummers. Today I'll show you how to use Guitar Pro for practice. First of all, we obviously need a song, section or exercise we want to practice. Either it's an original song or cover you transcribed yourself, or you found someone's transcription on the internet. Usually it's easier to find guitar tabs, but some include drums as well. If you're lucky, that's a Guitar Pro file. The files from the previous Guitar Pro versions work as well. Besides that, there's the option to go up here to File, Import, and import, for example, music XML files. Those three don't work for drums, that's just for string instruments. Another nice option is MIDI import. That allows you to connect your electric drum set to your digital audio workstation, record a MIDI track to a click, export that, import it back into Guitar Pro 6. There it will be quantized, but keep in mind that no tuplets will be generated during that process. That means if you know that there were triplets or quintuplets or stuff like that in your groove, you'll have to edit it afterwards. Another feature that has been added with an update is My Songbook, to be found up here. If you don't have that button, go up here to Help and select Launch Updater. Then make sure to download the newest update, and that should include My Songbook. If you don't have Guitar Pro, you can go to your browser and check it there, or download My Songbook player to your PC. My Songbook is an archive of Guitar Pro files that has been created by professional musicians, as you can see here. There are mostly guitar tracks, but a lot of full scores that include drums as well. Okay, up here you can browse by style. In addition to that, I suggest to select the tag drums to make sure you only have scores that include drums as well. You can search for specific songs and artists up here. This is a song I have purchased before. You can have a short preview here. And a quick preview of the score itself. You have either the option to purchase that individual track, which I have already done, or subscribe for full access for like €3 per month. The only difference is that you can't print then. If you purchase that individual track, you can open it in Guitar Pro and print it out as well. Further, there is a mobile app for Android and Apple that has limited functionality compared to the desktop version, but you can access your My Songbook library there too. Okay, here we are with the full song. To quickly scroll through that whole thing, you can use the browser down here and go to the section you like. Or use the global view down here, where the sections are notated right at the bottom. You can click individual bars to skip right to it. Let's go back to the drum track then. Up here there's an overview for the sections. By that you can quickly go to all of them. There is a shortcut as well. Hold down Control and the Alt key and use your arrows left and right to go to the next or previous section. The most important feature for practicing is the metronome. You can find it down here. On the right, that is the count in. In some situations it might be useful to create a custom click, especially for 16th note based meters, because the click would be so fast that it's not really helpful and more disturbing. And for example, in this piece, let's listen to it. The click is phrased differently than the actual pattern. The click is phrased 6-6-3, while the pattern is phrased 4-4-4-3. To create a custom click, add another track. Any drum or percussion track will do it. Let's try a hand clap. Just create a click to your needs and add an accent on beat 1 to have a reference. The next beat is pretty syncopated, so a custom click might be easier to feel the groove. This is the regular 8th note click. That is the same beat, it's just split up into 2 bars of 7/16 because it's syncopated in the middle. Let's hear it. Now we'll go back to the main song again. To practice an individual part, it's helpful to create a loop. Simply mark the section you want to practice. Let's say the solo part here in the middle. Mark it and click here to create a loop. You can either create a simple loop where it's repeated over and over again and specify whether it should repeat the count in every time it starts over. Then there is a speed trainer that allows you to gradually increase your speed. Start slowly and work your way up. Let's say from 50 to 100 in steps of 5 and repeat each one 3 to 5 times. I'll set it to 10 and 1 now just to show you how that works. We'll just create a 2-bar phrase so it won't take forever. Further, it's useful to start just with the drums. Solo the drum track and mark the section you want to practice. If you're not sure about that, first go down here to the right and select a lower speed to get all the notes happening and understand how the pattern works. Once you get the notes and have the sticking down, practice along to that bit. When you feel more comfortable, try to play just to the click and mute everything. Then gradually work your speed up with the speed trainer we have just talked about. Try it with the drum track and without the drum track. When you're up to speed or during that process, add in the backtracks to give it a musical context. Once you're comfortable with that, try to drop out the click and play just with the music. Once you know the individual parts pretty well and want to practice the whole song, you can get rid of some graphic elements to have just the notation on screen. Go up here to View. There you can disable the browser down there if you like, and hide the global view. Then press F11 to change to full screen mode. You now can change the view to 2 pages in one window, and you have a nice overview over the whole piece. Another thing that can ease the reading is up here under View, when you enable smooth scrolling. Then the notation doesn't skip but scrolls a little softer. And press F12. Here you can dis or enable smooth cursor scrolling, depending on how you like it. This is without smooth cursor scrolling, then the cursor just skips from one beat to the next one. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed this video series and I'd like to welcome you on some of my other videos.